Speak English better
with Copilot Podcast.
Hello there. Welcome.
Yes, hello. We are very happy you are here.
Think about opening the front door of your house. Inside your house, everything is safe. Everything is the same.
Right, the chair's in the same place. The walls, they do not move.
Exactly. But the moment you open that front door and step outside, you face a new surprise every single day.
Yeah, a big surprise. Sometimes the air feels like a warm hug. Sometimes, well, water is falling from the sky.
So true. And today, on this deep dive, we are unpacking that daily surprise. We are going to talk about the weather.
The weather. It is a very important topic.
It really is. And we are broadcasting proudly from the Copilot Podcast studio. Now, this particular conversation is designed specially for you, the English beginner.
Yes, just for you.
Yeah.
So we are going to speak very slowly.
Very slowly and very clearly. We'll use simple words to explore how the outside world works.
We are going to look at the words you need to describe the weather. But we will not just give you a list of words to memorize.
No, that is boring.
Right. We are going to look at why the weather changes, how it actually works, and most importantly, how those changes outside change how we feel inside.
I love that, the connection between the sky and our minds.
Exactly.
Okay, let's unpack this. Before we can talk about a bright day or a wet day, we must understand the main word.
The big word of the day.
Right. The core word of our source text today is weather.
Weather.
Think of weather like an invisible blanket that covers your town.
An invisible blanket. I like that.
Yeah. When you are in bed, a blanket keeps you warm, but this invisible blanket outside covers the whole world. And the interesting thing is, this blanket is always changing.
That is a great way to picture it. The weather is just the state of the air outside in any given moment.
Just the air outside.
Right. But what's fascinating here is that this blanket is never sitting still. It is always moving.
Moving air.
Yes. The sun heats up the earth, and that heat makes the air move. We call that moving air the wind.
Wait, so the weather is really just a story about moving air?
Exactly. When you ask, how is the weather, you're really asking, what is the air doing right now outside my door?
Wow.
Is the air hot? Is the air holding water? Is the air moving fast? All of those questions are answered by one word: weather.
Let us look at the spelling. Let us spell it together very slowly.
Good idea.
W-E-A-T-H-E-R, weather.
And the pronunciation. It has the 3 sound in the middle, weather.
That 3 sound can be, very difficult for many people learning English.
It can be. You have to put your tongue between your teeth and you push the air out. Weather. Let us pause. You try it at home. Weather.
Weather. We will wait for you to say it.
Very good.
I remember when I first learned to make that sound, it felt, very strange. But if you practice it slowly, it becomes natural.
It just takes time.
So now that we know what the invisible blanket is, let us talk about how that blanket feels on our skin.
How it feels.
Yeah, here's where it gets really interesting. Our source text gives us 2 very important opposite words.
Opposite words, meaning they're totally different.
Right. The first word is hot, and the second word is cold. Think about touching a fire. That is hot. Now think about touching ice. That is cold.
Hot and cold describe the temperature. Temperature is a big word. It means how much heat is in the air.
So high temperature means a lot of heat.
Yes. When the temperature is high, there is a lot of heat. We say it is hot. When the temperature is low, there's very little heat. We say it is cold.
Right.
But if we connect this to the bigger picture, it helps to understand where that heat comes from.
Well, the heat comes from the sun, right? The sun is like a giant fire far away in space.
Yes, the sun. The sun sends energy to the earth. When that energy hits the ground, it turns into heat.
I see.
On a hot day, a lot of the sun's energy is warming up the air around you, and your body reacts to this heat.
How does it react?
Well, when it is hot, your body wants to protect you, so your body pushes water out onto your skin. We call this water sweat.
Oh, sweat.
Yes, as the sweat dries in the air, it pulls the heat away from your skin. That makes you feel cooler.
That is amazing. So when we say it feels hot, we are really feeling the energy from the sun.
Exactly.
And our body is working hard to keep us safe. But what about cold? Is cold just a different kind of energy?
This raises an important question. Actually, cold is not a thing.
Wait, really? It is not a thing.
No. Cold is just a word we use when heat is missing. Think about holding a piece of ice. Ice is just frozen water.
Right, ice.
When you hold ice, it feels like the ice is doing something to your hand. It hurts a little bit. But the ice is not putting cold into your hand.
It is it.
No. Instead, the ice is stealing the heat out of your hand.
Oh, wow. So when my hand loses heat, my brain says that feels cold.
Yes. Cold is just the feeling of heat leaving your body. In the winter, the Earth gets less energy from the sun, so there is less heat in the air.
That makes sense.
When you step outside, the air steals your body heat. To keep you safe, your body shakes to create its own heat. We call that shaking a shiver.
A shiver. This makes the useful phrases from our text make so much sense. We have the phrases, it feels hot and it feels cold.
Let us have the listener practice.
Good idea. Say it with us. It feels hot.
We will wait.
And now say, it feels cold.
Excellent. When you say it feels cold outside, you are telling someone that the air will try to steal their heat.
So they should wear a coat to trap their heat inside.
That is the perfect way to understand it. The coat is your personal, visible blanket to fight the invisible blanket of the weather.
Okay, so we know how the weather feels on our skin. It feels hot or it feels cold, but we also use our eyes to understand the weather.
Yes. What do we see?
What do we see when we look up at the sky? The text gives us two words for what we see. The first word is sunny.
Sunny. S-U-N-N-Y.
Sunny means the sun is shining brightly. There are no clouds hiding the sun. The second word is rainy.
Rainy. That means water is falling from the clouds.
Let us look closely at how this happens. We talked about the sun creating heat.
Yes, the sun. When the sun heats up the water in the oceans and rivers, the water does something incredible.
What does it do?
It changes from a liquid into an invisible gas. It becomes so light that it floats up into the sky.
Wait, so there's invisible water floating all around us right now?
Always. There is water in the air. But as that invisible water floats higher up into the sky, the air gets colder.
And remember, cold means there's less heat.
Right. Without heat, the invisible water gas turns back into tiny water drops. Those tiny drops stick together and form clouds.
So those big white or gray shapes in the sky,
Yeah,
they're just huge groups of tiny water drops floating in the air.
Exactly.
So a cloud is just a flying lake.
A flying lake, that is a wonderful analogy, is a flying lake. And when that flying lake gets too heavy, well, the air can no longer hold the water up.
Gravity pulls it down.
Yes. Gravity pulls the water back down to the ground. That is what we call rain.
Rain. So when you look out your window and see a rainy day, you are watching the water return to the earth.
So what does this all mean for when you leave your house?
The text teaches a very useful phrase. Take an umbrella.
Take an umbrella.
An umbrella is the tool you hold over your head to catch the rain. If the clouds get heavy and drop their water, you need an umbrella so your clothes do not get wet.
Very true. And we can put these ideas together to make longer English sentences.
Oh, how do we do that?
You can combine what you see with what you feel. For example, if you look up and see the bright sun, but the air is stealing your heat, you can say, it is sunny and cold.
It is sunny and cold.
Or if water is falling from the clouds, but the air is full of heat, you can say, it is rainy and hot. Let us have the listener try.
Okay, please say, it is rainy and hot.
Take your time.
I like building sentences like that. It feels like putting puzzle pieces together. But now we reach my favorite part of the source material.
Oh, feelings.
Yes, we know the words to describe the outside air. We know why it happens. But how do these outside changes affect our inside feelings?
If we connect this to the bigger picture, this is perhaps the most important part of language. Language is not just for naming things. It is for connecting with other people, sharing your feelings. When the weather changes outside, our bodies and our minds react to it.
Our source text introduces the phrase, I like rainy days.
I like rainy days.
I really do. Many people say, I like rainy days. Think about the experience of a rainy day.
It is very specific.
The sky is covered in dark clouds.
Yeah.
Less light comes into your house. When people see less light, they often feel sleepy.
Yes, very sleepy.
They want to stay inside, maybe drink a hot cup of tea and read a book. They feel a word we call cozy.
Cozy.
Cozy means you feel warm, safe, and comfortable while the world outside is wet and wild.
There is a real scientific reason you feel cozy and sleepy on a rainy day.
Really, science.
Yes. When it is dark outside, your eyes tell your brain that the sun is gone. Your brain responds by creating a chemical. It is called melatonin.
Melatonin.
Melatonin is the chemical that tells your body it is time to sleep. So the rainy weather is actually changing the chemistry inside your head.
So I am not lazy when it rains. It is just my brain doing its job.
Exactly.
But what about sunny days? Many people feel very happy and full of energy when the sun is out.
Right, they want to go outside.
Yeah, talk to friends and walk in the park.
That is the exact opposite chemical reaction. When bright sunlight hits your eyes, your brain stops making the sleep chemical.
Oh, it stops.
Yes. Instead, it makes a chemical called serotonin.
Serotonin.
Serotonin is often called the happy chemical. It gives you energy, it improves your mood. This is why human beings love sunny weather. Our bodies are literally energized by the light.
That makes perfect sense. In fact, when people live in places where the winter is very long and very dark, they sometimes feel sad for months.
Yes, I have heard people call this the winter blues.
The winter blues. When you do not get enough sunlight, your brain struggles to make enough of that happy chemical.
It shows us how deeply connected we are to the sky. Our feelings are tied to the weather.
And because we all feel these things differently, our source text gives us a very special word to share our opinions.
A very useful word.
The word is prefer. P-R-E-F-E-R. Prefer.
Prefer. That is a great word for an English learner.
What does it actually mean to prefer something?
Prefer means to like one thing more than another thing. If you have two choices and you choose one because it makes you feel better, you prefer it.
Can you give an example?
Sure. If I have to choose between a hot day and a cold day, well, I choose the cold day.
You do.
Yes, I like wearing heavy coats.
Yeah.
I like the cool air. So I say I prefer cold days.
Well, I am the opposite. I do not like shivering.
You like the heat.
Yes, I like the sun giving me heat and energy. So if I have to choose, I say, I prefer hot days. Let the listener practice.
Good. Please say I prefer sunny days.
Or you can say, I prefer rainy days.
Great job. By using the word prefer, you let people know a little bit about who you are. You share your personality.
And that is the goal of learning English, to share who you are with the world.
Exactly.
So we have covered the main ideas from our text. We know the big word, weather.
We know how it feels, hot and cold.
We know what it looks like, sunny and rainy.
And we know how to share our feelings using the word prefer.
The question now is, how do we take all this new information and actually use it?
Practice is so important.
It is. Our source text offers 3 practical tips for practicing these English words every single day. I think these tips are brilliant.
Why is that?
Because they do not require extra time in your day. Anyone can do them.
The first tip is to create a morning window routine.
A morning window routine.
Yes, tomorrow morning, when you wake up, do not look at your phone. Do not turn on the television. Walk straight to your window and look outside.
Just look at the outside world.
Look at the sky to see if there are clouds. Look at the trees to see if the wind is blowing. Make a decision about what the blanket of air is doing today.
That is such a peaceful way to start the day, too, just looking out the window.
Yes, it is. The second tip is about how to speak. Use a very simple structure.
Keep it simple.
The structure is just 2 words. It is. Then you add your new weather word.
For example, it is sunny.
Right. It is rainy. It is cold. You do not need to build big, complicated sentences to speak good English.
That leads directly to the third tip. Think of speaking a new language like building with blocks.
Building blocks, like toys.
Exactly. When you want to build a house, you do not build the whole house at once. You start with one single block.
1 block at a time.
The phrase, it is sunny, is 1 block. Do not worry about making mistakes with large words. Just focus on putting 1 block on the ground.
Let's actually test this. Let me ask you the questions from the source text. Be the student for a moment.
Okay, I am the student. I will look out my window right now, and I will try to use the blocks we just learned.
Perfect. How is the weather today?
Okay, looking out the window, I see the big yellow sun. So my first block is, it is sunny.
That is a perfect first block. Now, what happens if you open the window? How does the air feel?
I am opening the window. Wow, the air is stealing my heat. I am losing heat fast. So my second block is, it feels cold.
Excellent. You have described what you see and what you feel. Now, share your inside feelings. Connect the outside to your mind.
Well, I do not like losing my heat. I would rather be warm. So my third block is, I prefer hot days.
You just had a complete advanced conversation about the weather. But you use very basic, simple English words.
They did.
You describe the visual state of the sky, the physical temperature of the air, and your personal psychological reaction to it.
It really is just about connecting the simple blocks. We have unpacked so much today.
We really have. Let us review the core journey of our deep dive.
We started with the invisible blanket called weather. We learned that the sun's energy makes things hot.
And when that heat leaves, things feel cold.
We learned that water floats into the sky as a gas, forms clouds, and falls is rainy weather.
Shaped like tiny hamburger buns as it falls.
Yes, tiny hamburger buns of water. And we learned that the sun without clouds gives us sunny weather, which creates happy chemicals in our brains.
Finally, we learned to express our choices with the word prefer.
It is incredible how a simple beginner English text contains so much science and human connection.
It is all connected.
The outside world really is a daily surprise, and now you have the tools to talk about it.
This raises an interesting thought to leave you with today.
Oh, a thought for the listener.
Yes. We know the weather we have on Earth. We know rain, we know sun, we know hot, and we know cold.
Right, the normal weather.
But imagine if you traveled to another planet, or if you could use magic to invent a brand new type of weather right outside your front door.
Oh, I love this. A brand new type of weather. Not water, not sunshine, something completely different falling from the sky or filling the air.
Exactly. What would this completely new weather feel like on your skin?
Would it tickle? Would it feel heavy?
How would it change the chemicals in your brain? And most importantly, since you are the inventor, what new English word would you create to name it?
What a fantastic question to think about the next time you look out your window.
We hope you think about it.
From the Copilot podcast studio, thank you for taking this journey with us. We hope you feel confident stepping outside and talking about the invisible blanket above you.
Keep building those simple language blocks.
Look out your window tomorrow morning and practice. Goodbye, and we will see you next time.
Goodbye. Keep practicing and enjoy whatever weather is outside your door today.